Hello, this is Amanda Malave with BUS312. Today we're going to go over the section 2, the second part of it, which is the competitive and SWOT analysis. This is actually a great analysis of the micro and macro environmental factors that impact you as a brand. We usually do this for companies, but we're going to be doing it for the brand you using LinkedIn. So every section will have a video that you can look at. So let's get started. The SWOT is going to focus on internal factors and external factors, micro and macro environmental factors. So the first question is identify competitors. So the best way to identify competitors is to search in LinkedIn for people that are currently in the position you identified in the previous section. So the example before was a Google internship in marketing. So that doesn't mean that you're going to put in your friends, unless they have a Google marketing internship. Those people usually could be competitors, but I really want you to think about people who actually have the role that you'll be competing with. You could put in here something or a job that you want to have in 1 year or 2 years, but don't put in there something like CEO of Google. That is way too far ahead. We're only looking up to 2 to 5 years from now. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is enter in your LinkedIn profile. So let's go back to LinkedIn, and you're going to go to your profile, which is the Me section, and you're going to copy and paste this up here, and you're going to put it into the document. So that would be that. And please always press enter so it turns into a link. Next one is you're going to look for a competitor A, and the company was, or the job that you were looking for was the Google Bold internship, right? So there's obviously people with those roles right now. And the beautiful thing about LinkedIn is that you could actually start looking at who your competitors are. So you're going to click on home, and in the search button, you're going to click on people. And then from there, you're going to enter in Google marketing intern. Press enter. And lo and behold, there pops up Megan Onsario. If you don't see anybody in here, it's because you're not connected. But once you're connected to me, you should see a lot of people. And if you're having trouble with this, always call me. So Megan, Fernanda, Ray, Christina, these are all current interns at Google. Those are people that already have shown that Google is interested in them. So those are the people that you want to look at. So let's take a look at Megan and Fernanda. So Fernanda is a Google Marketing Solutions intern at Google. And you can see here that she doesn't have a great profile, but what she does have is 500 and plus connections. She goes to Duke University, and she's been a manager and a marketing head at BUS, which is a small company. So she looks like she's probably a master's person. So I'm going to say that that's probably not who you're going to compete with, but maybe I go look at Megan Onsario. So Megan goes to Harvard, and she has had several roles, as you can see, in marketing, and here are her skills. So what you're going to do is say, yeah, that's who I want, or that's not who I want. Or you can even make it, even more granular if you'd like. Or let's look at Christina Chavez. She's actually in San Francisco, and see how her profile is pretty cool. She's showing her brand as being part of San Francisco. and she's got a really good, scenario or a summary statement. And it looks like she's actually worked at Microsoft and has had a lot of experience. So again, it gives you a good understanding. You probably don't want to compete against someone who's been in the workforce yet for a long time yet. So you want to keep looking until you find someone that is aligned with you. So let's look at Crystal McDuffie. And this is a actual student from the University of Florida. So again, you don't have to go to Harvard, you don't have to go to Yale, but you have to be able to play the game that they play by putting in the search words that Google's looking for. And as you can see, Crystal, her brand is all about being inclusive and all different types of people. So that's why she put that picture out there. All right, so we'll use Crystal McDuffie. So we'll copy and paste her and we'll put it here. Then what you want to do is start looking at their skills. So you want to enter in how many skills you have, and how you do that is you start looking at your profile and her profile. So let's go down to her skills section. Wow, she's got a lot of skill sets. So she's got over 30 plus skills. So I would count them real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 skills. And it's leadership, public speaking, social media, research, event planning, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word. Those are so important, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I'm going to put 12 here. And then I'm going to put the student example here. He had 10. So then you want to start looking at, well, which skills or words should you add to yours? Well, this particular student said, I don't have public speaking or Microsoft Word or presentation skills or customer service in my particular skills section. So I'm going to go add those. Remember that you can add up to 40 skills. These are the search words that will connect you to jobs. So if we go back to our competitor, leadership, public speaking, social media, research, event planning. Well, the interesting part is I'm just going to do a duplicate of this slide, and then I'm going to go back to the job that we were looking at, the Google internship. I'm going to go back to jobs. I'm going to go to Google marketing internship, and I'm going to click on the job that we had decided to go after. And remember that I have that free profile. And when you sign up, you can get a free profile as long as you cancel it within 30 days. So just put a reminder for yourself to cancel it. But this profile tells me the keywords that this particular job is looking for. Microsoft Office, leadership, customer service, Microsoft Excel, public speaking, management, Microsoft PowerPoint, teamwork, Microsoft Word, social media. This is a keywords related to the Bold Intern Summer 2018. Going back to Crystal Duffy, she's got the exact keywords in her skills and endorsements that is required in the job posting for the internship. So she's figured out how to get noticed by Google. You can too. So those are the things that you would add if you have those skills to your profile. Again, you would go to the skills section of your profile, which is at the bottom. Click on the little pencil button and add those skills. All right, going back to this, what we've learned is, are there any learnings that you did once you reviewed the profiles? Obviously, there's a lot of learnings there, and I want you to note those. And I want to know, did you end up editing your skills section at the end of the day? So based off of that, you're going to do a quick SWOT analysis. Talk about the top two qualities that you have and your competitors have. In this particular example, this person had social media experience across multiple platforms, but before that, they had a DSW sales job. So it's not like she, is impossible to compete with. It's about the keywords. Then you want to look at the networks. Again, the network is how many connections and friends do they have? And in this particular case, the student only had 15 connections, whereas the competitor, let's go back to Crystal McDuffie, and we can look up here in the top. She's got over 500 connections. So that's really, really important that we know that she's super well connected. And again, the way that you connect is you find people, whether it's a student or a friend or whoever, or your previous bosses, you search their names here and you ask them to connect. So again, you could ask Amanda Malave, which is me, to connect. You would click on my profile, and then there should be a button saying connect. Okay, so going back to this, so what the student found was that the network was actually a weakness compared to his competitors. In this particular case, we don't necessarily have to enter in any information here if it states no entry required. And then he noted what the steps to improve are based off of what he needs to do to improve his network. The next part, you're just going to be looking at skills gaps of you versus your competitors. You're going to look at your core competencies. And if it says no entry required, you don't need to enter anything in. Areas of improvement. Then you're going to look at external factors. So here you're going to look at what opportunities are open to you. What's your competitive advantage? What are favorable trends? And then you're going to look at technology again. And you're going to look at, specifically in the technology section, do you have bullet points showcasing your skills under each job you have? What I'm talking about there is, let's take a look at another example of a student who did a really great job with that particular section, which is Sierra Ramirez. So again, I right-clicked and I opened hyperlink to her LinkedIn profile. And she is a legal intern and she wants to go into the legal field. And again, see how she added a really great Hawaiian background. And she's got her keywords. She's passionate for diversity. She's achievement focused, and she's a legal aid. Then she's got a great summary statement. And then I want to show you her particular experience. So she's a legal intern, but she knows that these are the key words. So for every item that she has as a bullet point under each job, she's going to put a keyword that is associated to that core responsibility she has at that job, so that when recruiters are looking for her, they can easily see the keywords in each job. So that's a really great example. And then from there, we're just going to go back down to the competitive analysis, and we were in the external factors. You're going to look at your competitive advantages, favorable trends, technology, and then threats. Again, these are external. Are there market shifts? Are there economic climate impacts that will impact you? So in particular, this particular student said that the economy could impact his ability to get scholarships for his MBA in Hawaii. And then what you want to do is just talk about your areas of vulnerability. And from the external factors. And then you're going to be finished with section 2 altogether. So that is the end of this section. If you have any questions, please let me know. Mahalo till next time.